Hi there everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. I want to do all the bounties. And I want to do all the quests. And I want to go on with the main story. And I want a new boat. So let's start getting all those things done. Yeah. I think I have almost got enough for the most expensive boat. I think it's 150,000 for it. Around 100. I'll just have a look. Let's see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the docks. Adir's quest is at the docks. I also want to stock up some food and stuff. Because I want to go start exploring the Deadfire. I want to open up islands and things so that I have a marker. I can't struggle to find stuff. I hate when I have to struggle to find stuff. So the more of the map I open, the better it'll be to navigate going forward. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why I can't have 60 mates. I want 60 mates. I am contemplating putting... What's his name? Putting the ranger in its body instead of Takeo. He is really strong. There's no doubt about it. It just... ranges this... They dish out so much damage.
We're gonna park that thing next to Eothas and slit their own throats. I wish they'd gone ahead with it before they got Bern involved. If we can't catch it, can you promise me we'll go right now? I knew there was something I liked.
I'm not especially keen on taking orders from disembodied voices, you know.
I wonder if this is a timed mission, if I'm playing with time now. I don't know. Hey, if I want to talk to you, stand still.
You again? Ugh.
Let's see. Galleon is 90 junk. It's 108. Can I sell some? Oh, wait, no, wait. I will have to... Oh, well. We'll come back. Let's first settle Adir. This is bothering me because I'm scared that I'm gonna... I see. Man. Okay. So I've almost got it. And then all my money can go to food for the team. Because that's basically what's gonna happen. I just know it. All of it. Why are you guys running? Why not just... I mean, you were there. Why? Wow. Okay, dear, where am I going? As a radio ship, a cloak figure mounts the gangplank and roughly forces a burnt book into your hands. They turn and depart without a word. The binding on the tome rings of smoke. A few pages remain all crinkled and black based on a few chapters here that survived the damage, but it might have been a book of antiqued laws and antiquated laws. Now it's nothing more than a charred relic of authority.
You crack the spine of the old book, revealing blackened pages of dense, illegible text. The words recede into the shadows the longer you focus on them. Suddenly, the page widens to eclipse the world around you. A dark void stretches out on all sides. The air full of choking fumes that carry dying embers and curling flakes of ash. Something stirs in the darkness. An old woman steps forward, leering down at you from on high. Her smile is toothy and cruel. Her cheeks warp around it like melted candle wax.
I'm so glad that my messenger tracked you down. These days it's impossible to find good help. Watcher, before you draw your weapon, know that these proceedings are under a banner of peace. If this was a trap, it would have already closed around you. While Berath whispers in one ear and Eothas shouts in the other, I thought you could use a more seasoned perspective to drown out the noise. Insolence will not help you here, child. Don't you find it unusual how open and accessible my siblings have made themselves? After millennia of subdued whispers, now they practically scream their intentions. And isn't it strange how we never bicker unless a mortal is watching? By necessity, in fact. But that's hardly the point. If we still possessed our glorious titans, my siblings and I would have put an end to Eothas and his rampage by now. While we are powerless to stop him, some of my kin wish to observe how mortals respond to this threat. They think it will shine a light on the value of our patronage. Have we raised you well enough to be self-sufficient? Or must we return to Eora and impose some corrective measures? A cross-section of society has converged on the Deadfire. Some of my kin are of an opinion that we are meant to judge mortals on the basis of their performance, while the rest of us have already made up our minds on the matter. Judge for yourself. But I think you'll find my intentions are more straightforward than you think. When we ascended to godhood, we did so to provide for a savage people. Our goal was to craft a society whose values were made to last. Perhaps even a society that had no need of us. A naive fallacy, but one that inspired my optimistic, misguided kin. How you and your allies counter this threat will demonstrate whether you are competent enough to guide your own destinies, or if we need to revise our strategy. The soft-hearted among us are counting on you to win this existential wager. No doubt, Eothas shares their sympathies. I do not. We exist to rule over mortals. Nothing can change that. So now you know the truth. I assume you have questions. Whether knowingly or unintentionally, you seem to find yourself on the vanguard of change. Mortals like you come but once in a lifetime. Some would react poorly if I stripped mortals of their freedom without giving them a chance to plead their case. You have the honor of standing tall as their advocate. Before I return to Eora and assume my position as your deserving tyrant, you have this opportunity to prove me wrong. To demonstrate whether or not mortals are responsible enough to claim their future. How pragmatic of you. I can already see we're going to get along just fine. Mortals have precious little time to decide for themselves. Will they stand together as one, or swallow their pride and bend the knee? I have every confidence that you will disappoint us. Once my position is upheld, the undecided among the gods will embrace my plan. Prove it or disprove it, yes. I never agreed to this arrangement, but if your example demonstrates mortal ineptitude, as I trust it will, then I can make the plan serve me. An assertive minority of gods believe that your choices will prove the value of their wild optimism. As if mortal collaboration and ingenuity are endorsements of our leadership. Then there are those of us who know better, who are not so easily convinced. Kith are vulnerable, unless they submit to the destiny we chart for them. Thinking otherwise can only breed dissent and chaos. It was an ambitious plan, our utopia. Perhaps too ambitious. We ascended to power, responding to a need inadequately satisfied. Assuming these roles gave us the authority to mold Eora over time, to influence you and lay the groundwork for a society yet to come. On the outset of the plan, some believed that mortals would outgrow us, as if that was a favorable outcome. To me, our eternal pantheon was always a critical fixture. Eothas was one of those who supported mortals, while I have always been their most vocal critic. A valid, self-defeating question, and one which I posed often. We assumed that they, whoever they were, would reveal themselves to us. Rational government would rule in our stead, leaving churches vacant. Thanks to Eothas, we're pulling the dough from the oven before it's had a chance to fully rise. You unfortunate bastards never had the chance to prove me wrong. Opposition can take many forms. If a church embraces and weaponizes my doctrine, that is very different from me rampaging as a titan. Eothas is not known for subtlety. Twice now, he has contaminated the purity of our experiment, and done so with extravagant displays that undermine our authority. His approach was sophisticated, indirect. I owe you no explanations on the matter. Besides, you are not worthy to speak his name. I am the counterpoint to the soft-hearted. It makes no difference if mortals pass some arbitrary test. My mind is settled on the matter. Regardless of my feelings, the timing of this crisis forces us to accelerate our schedule. Final judgment comes sooner than any of us would prefer. You mean gods crafting a godless world? Naturally. My siblings desire to influence mortals and steer them in a proper direction, even if that direction led to places we could not follow. I have no intention of being left behind. Society would unravel without its queen to impose strict order. If our pantheon found that mortals had cultivated a perfect, lawful system to maturity, I would not voice a word in protest. I would merely stand aside and await the inevitable collapse. Mortals need us. I know this as well as I know myself. Even a lawful and responsible society would be poised to collapse as long as its architects and strongest adherents were mortal. Any satisfaction that my siblings derived from their little experiment would be short-lived. And it would fall to me to clean up after their mess. Make no mistake, Watcher. In this, I cannot be proven wrong. You've learned much already. Only ask if you are ready for the truth. Nothing you've done has tarnished it utterly beyond repair. You may congratulate yourself on that much, at least. The wheel is our shared responsibility, and each of us serves it in our own fashion. I am the axle, upon which the gods balance their power. Eothas keeps the wheel in motion. He was our promise to mortals that time and labor would yield a deserving reward on the next turning of the cycle. At the height of our power, we recognized the potential of the soul. We knew that it could be bound, split apart, diverted like a river, and hammered together. Hammering was trivial. Those of us who agreed with the Apotheosis Project, and many who did not, submitted to a violent and horrible erasure of our individuality. After the dust settled, we adopted the forms of beings from Eora's most prevalent myths. There were other faiths and legends, but we labored to strike their names from history. Much of reincarnation's mechanism exists in the idea space of the beyond. You wouldn't find a wall of cogs and levers unless we conjured one to illustrate a point. The wheel has but one material component in all of Eora. Something we built to channel essence through luminous Adra and into the beyond with reliable continuity. Before we intervened, the flow of essence was directionless, unpredictable. We succeeded in widening the gap, diverting it, giving it an efficient path to follow. Before we took control of the wheel, reincarnation was error-prone, lacking forward momentum. Hollowborn were fairly common, and hardly the worst of the soul maladies. Control gave us the power to strengthen the souls of intelligent kith over generations. We made you wiser, stronger, more likely to develop the society we thought you deserved. Every turning of the cycle demonstrated the righteousness of my belief. Nature begets chaos. Speak, Watcher. It isn't every day that I open myself to these communions, so spend your breath wisely. Yes, I think we will. This is not the end of our discussion. You know how to find your way back to this place.
Woedica nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it goes.
Why don't you just leave me alone? I faster than you. I kick ass.
Shall we begin? Can't find its deep spot. The bottom. Dead. Seek.
At once. Exceed honor.
A clever gambit.
It's got a stick. Das ist stick.
The others have drunk, Bern. Their souls make their way to Eothas. This isn't the time for hesitation. It's the time for faith.
I don't agree.
Come, let us show him together.
How about no?
No, kid!
When he drops the vial, he catches awkward hold of it. of it between his forefingers. His gaze drifts up to a deer. He stares with dull eyes, as if he's trying to place it.
What is this? You aren't one of my flock. How did you get here?
Am I killing your flock?
Lower that. Let's talk.
You're us out. Decide once you've heard all our sides.
You can't let him decide for you. You know what Olafa would think of this.
She isn't here to decide for me either.
The vial in Bern's hand hovers now just above his waist.
What is faith if it isn't tested? These people are willed here by Eothas to challenge you. Make him proud.
I will make him proud.
I've seen the evidence of the true nature of the gods. You are wise to question.
Maybe he's not testing faith. Maybe he's testing if you can think for yourself.
But our faith, isn't that what the gods ask of us?
Bern's hand lowers, it hangs at his right side. The vial
Eothas
stands.
has come just as I said he would. There will be no other chances.
He must be in need to reach out to us.
Effigy's eyes, kid. You think your tiny soul's gonna change his fate?
I doubt you'd be missed if you'd stayed behind.
What he means is, you're probably more valuable to Eothas alive.
Tending fields while he marches to change the world? Unlikely.
History doesn't look kindly on deserters, Bern. Nor will your god.
Hard to blame his deserters. They got to live. Meanwhile, his last vanguard got burned right out of the world, bones and all.
I've come this far. How could I be forgiven for failing him now?
Look at you, you're short, unnerved, untrained, and you think Eos needs you?
Eothas doesn't deserve your life, or even your crazy leaders. Not until he starts making some sense.
I never figured I was worthy of receiving his explanation.
It hangs at the right side. The vial
It's
bang.
now or never, Bern. Will you abandon your god, or will you come to his aid?
He looks at your group.
Come on, say something.
Adair's right.
Takes a deep breath and glances at you. He looks as if he can't believe he just said
Who
that.
exactly demands this sacrifice, Bern? Eothas or him? Beware of men who claim the authority of the gods. They often have little care for mortals.
Listen to me. You gotta listen, kid. Bern, during the Saints' War, me and my brother, we had a choice to make. It was just like this. We saw it different, he and I. He chose our god. I didn't. I'll never see him again. And I don't know where his soul is now. But I don't think Eothas was around to save it. You're gonna stay here. There's better ways to serve your god. You can build something in his honor. Like I did. A town, a temple, a good life. Maybe not a statue.
Bern's expression shifts on me. He looks like someone who's been slapped hard across the face. His fingers relax and the vial clatters to the ground, spattering on the deck with a might easily can mistake before gruesome bloodstain.
Eothas, forgive me.
Lydia takes what sounds like a first breath in a while.
As you wish, then. Abandon your god.
Go away.
For betrayal, there can be no forgiveness. You will receive not his mercy, but his justice.
All else can be forgiven by a truly benevolent soul.
Don't you got somewhere you need to be, Bosch? If you're having second thoughts, I can help you follow through.
Not a one. The Shining God will light the way.
Think he's alright? He looks a little seasick.
If only he died before he got anyone else involved.
That would have been me. If I were stronger, it would have been me.
Lucky you weren't stronger then. The gods might have rights to our souls, but they got no right to our lives. Seems to me they'll take from you whatever's not nailed down if you let them.
I could devote my entire life to Eothas, and it would never redeem this.
For right now, let's just get you home.
Just tell him you're daddy. Yes, daddy. Now we need to go back to Hasongo. You better give me 10k. If you give me 10k, I can go buy my ship. I don't have to see your pretty face again. Feeling sorry for yourself. What a dumbass. Vijay looks up expectantly as Bern disembarked. Boxed out without a word to anyone. Bern begins to head off, staring straight ahead with sunken eyes, and he doesn't break stride when he passes a deer.
Bern.
The boy has taken another several steps before he seems to have heard anything at all, and when he stops, he doesn't turn to face a deer at first, as though keeping his options open. A long moment passes, then, with persisting hesitation, he turns.
I'm not sure what you want to talk about. I have my life, and I know it's because of you. I know I should be thanking you. But the truth is, I don't know if I want to be here now, or what I'm supposed to be doing. And I still don't know what to say to Eothas when I meet him one day.
It should be the other way around. He's the one who owes you an explanation. You hear me, kid? He owes you.
Okay, Daddy. Storage, cannon rampart, kitchen, dining hall, engineering workshop, lead master's office, light, hard rock. Still a mess. Yes, it's still a mess. So I'm assuming there would be no. Yeah, let's work under the assumption there will be no merchant. Let's not waste time. Perkins Observatory. Ah, there it is. Let's go up for Olafa. Why water? Crap, I need to buy ale. Keep forgetting. Let's go to Nakataka first. Let's spend the money on booze, just so you guys can feel better. Instead of buying a new ship.
For what do you bury your face in parchment, my friend?
A wizard requires a grimoire. Surely you write your chants somewhere?
Never. For what would I scribe a song that lives in my heart?
You again? Well, come take a look.
Okay. Hopefully we will soon buy the new ship. I can't even remember what I was doing, what I wanted to do and see or whatever. That's what I should know. Rejuvenate collection. Okay, after that I'll go there. Gunpowder. You are on the deck of your ship when the crew turns their attention towards you. Here we go again. What you want? What you want? You stand astride this stern castle, gazing across the deck of the Dow and out on the sea beyond. When Beodal approaches, there's a problem, Captain. Chiputex has been helping themselves to extra rations of grog on account of their injuries. The whole crew knows and nobody's happy about it. Drink supply lost. Ooh, Chiputex. What would you do in my place, Beodal? I suppose most captains would lash you to be stealing from ship stores as a bag. I'll choose it to I'll look at you below decks and demand to know why the sailors took extra grog. By way of answer, Chiputek unwraps the bandages from around the wound, displaying the ragged red flesh and purple skin. It hurts worse than anything, Captain. Drink's the only thing that makes it. Let's deal with it. If you had extra grog, the rest of the crew deserves the same. See that all hands receive rations. Others to less regret will want similar treatment if they are wounded. And snake him grog. Thief to deck. Punishment can not consider an orthodox solution. Drinks despite before slows normal. Yes, Captain, I'll tell her. Okay. Spring supply. Okay, not that bad. It is not that bad. Where's my ship? Here's some more goodies, and the water, and a quick save.
That symbol. It looks like a variant of the leaden key's insignia.
A young woman steps up to the edge of the cliff and peers down wearing an amused grin. She fingers the curve of a long hunting bow.
You keep turning up like a chipped Azada.
She nods towards Akeo.
Something keeps drawing me back to Koiki, I say.
Don't let Awata hear you say that. You went into the jungle for animal hides, I say, and found yourself in an empty clearing.
What?
Akira, the clearing was empty, I say. You asked no questions. You turned around and retraced your steps back to your ship, where it was safe.
Look, I just want to talk. Can we talk?
Not if you cannot listen. If you came to blunt my teeth with chatter, try to keep it short.
What is this place?
What say? You came all this way, not knowing what you would find? You stand before the den of the Wahaki. Our fortress, our sanctuary, our temple. And outsiders are unwelcome.
Can I enter?
No. You think I stand here for my health? Only the Wahaki are allowed on Koiki. You may be of the Deadfire, but this does not mean you are any less of an outsider.
I'd like to speak with the chieftain.
You have an audience with me. Ruasare doesn't waste time on outsider vagrants.
I'll seek a deeper understanding of your tribe.
Deeper? Deeper how?
I want to know about the people who survived the cataclysm of the old. Not slowly, her expression.
There are many eyes on you, outsider. Use your time in Koiki wisely. Ruasare will be expecting you inside. Seeing as you've earned your way up from nuisance to guest, find me if you feel like trading.
Take the laptop.
Akira, what now? You're in luck.
Damage. Plus 5 damage with spell. Intellect, perception. Oh wait, you've got ale, it's cheap.
Akira, what?
Oh, you only have 5.
The handsome fish leaps into my net once again, I say.
Wata, how is my little Koiki?
Rotten. Pugnant. All the reasons you didn't fight when I gave you back to the sea.
Akira, we were. Briefly and purposefully.
I did not think you'd swim back, fish.
I am here on business.
Not pleasure? Tell me what they have done with the true Tekehu.
You are a delight as ever, I say. Keep the tribe safe, Owata.
It is what I do. You keep swimming, Tekehu. It is what you do.
Around Belly Man stands at ease before a cluster of hardened fighters, their first bald and brows furrowed. Murmurs of tense discussion slows to a halt as a woman at the head of the crowd steps forward, clutching a spear.
Maybe the spear's a gift for us?
Silence! The outsider must leave. Oreo Koiki will not be parceled off and bought with foreign lies. Only the handsome fish can stay.
Ruasari would never let that happen. Where is your confidence in our Ranka?
Take it there's a problem.
You are the problem. We do not track dirt in our home.
We are no better than the outsiders if our Mataru act like inhospitable savages. Where is the courtesy and welcome of the Wahaki?
If you have such love for outsiders, let this one speak for himself.
Give me a chance to prove myself worthy of your hospitality.
You are not the first to speak in honeyed words while caressing a hidden blade. If the outsider turns on us, I say I will drag you through Tangaloa's maw with me. For all our sakes, may I be proven wrong.
On behalf of those who remember our manners, welcome to Oreo Koiki.
Is there usually much infighting when outsiders show up?
Ikira, I say circumstances have made us rough around the edges. Outsiders come with cannons, nets, torches. They do not come to talk.
Why are the Wahaki so protective of the land?
We safeguard any land that the trading companies have not stolen out from under Anakaza's throne. The islands will fall if the tribes do not recall our past and Ngadi's covenant.
The covenant to protect the islands, the tribes, and the Luminous Ardra.
Ikira, just so. For this, she gave us the power to shape her domain. If we fail in our charges, the birthright of the Huana disappears. The Wahaki remember this. The Kahanga, they forget.
When he turns to face the KO, Aparo joyfully faces creases with worry.
Some of us remember. What we choose to do with the memory is ours to decide.
Why so much concern over the past?
We lost much of ourselves when cataclysm scoured the Deadfire. Somewhere among the islands, there's a place where There is Ukaizo, a place where the Huana can find themselves again. Ask. I am pleased to be making a new friend.
Who is there?
She is our Ranga, and the strength of our tribe. I have never seen her without a mouthful of koiki. Even in battle, she wears a bandolier of fruit. A spirited, passionate, and very hungry woman is my Risare.
I take it you and Risare are paired.
When it strikes Risare's fancy that we should sleep under one roof, we do so vigorously. Some think I influence her judgment, but they have the wrong of it. My back is too fragile for the weight of authority, I say.
I don't know what Eothas wants here. What do you want here, Eothas? I'm here for you, so I'm not understanding. I am non-understanding. Ish. I can't see. Can't see anything. The broad-shouldered woman in the throne lifts her gaze to meet yours. White face paint adds a grim aspect to her stoic demeanor. Smoldering braziers fill the air with oppressive heat, but she sits at ease.
Her face paint? You don't suppose...
Rosal turns to her gaze to Olafa, who quickly falls silent. She returns her focus.
I am the Ranga of this tribe, and will not hesitate to send your soul through Tangaloa's maw if you threaten my people.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Ranga.
The chosen of Ngati is a welcome sight, I say.
She turns her attention towards the Takeo with a pause of recognition. Takeo rocks back on his heels, nodding to himself.
Kara, my thanks to you, dear Ranga, though I bring you no omens this day.
You have the gift of our hospitality during this audience. Do not abuse it.
But will our hospitality be returned?
Sitting forward in her seat, she opens her fist to reveal a plump of Koiki food. She takes a deep and thoughtful bite.
Takehu, I say we have troubles enough without my people fighting over you.
Kara, just so. I will keep my hands to myself this time.
She nods, turning her focus back to you.
Outsiders do not come to Oreo Koiki unless they want something.
The Waki seem on edge for some reason.
Akira, a good reason. You are knowing that the purchase of foreign slaves is allowed in the Deadfire?
I'm familiar with the practice.
To buy and sell kith is the work of monsters. These slavers hunt the waters around Oreo Koiki. Like cowards, they shy away from the deeper jungle. They steal my people from their fishing boats and sell them like pigs at auction. Where is Onikaza to stop them? Someone must teach them the meaning of Wahaki vengeance, I say.
I'll hunt these slavers like swine.
We will get along well, I say. Our enterprising foes clump together in a small fortress on the tip of Crooksburg Island, northwest of Nekataka. My love, Aparo, lost his sister to these creatures. Akira, more of us will vanish if we do not cut out the heart of Crooksburg. Tangara, call off the warriors. I grant our guest the freedom of the jungle.
As you say, Ranga.
If you would come and go on Oreo Koiki, prove yourself a friend of the Wahaki.
And other questions? Think within ruin makes for a cozy hideout.
Do not speak the name of those who felled mighty Ukaizo. Their spirits are unwelcome. We do not hide. We are protecting a way of life that others would trample under their boots.
Sorry? I guess? I did not mean to upset you.
The trading companies would strip the land that the gods gifted us and unmake the works of our ancestors. There is much to protect in the Deadfire. Too much for any single tribe.
Do you recognize the name Theos or the legendary?
I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
Read her soul. You reach into her soul, chasing the spark of recognition. You feel hundreds of births and deaths within her, forming the disappearing like bubbles in boiling water. You sift past them all, focusing your overwhelmed senses on the memory of a strange foreign man. When at last you seize it, you find yourself in the very same throne room, but the condition of the place and the memory of your host suggests that is many, many hundreds of years ago, if not more. You are seated on the dais. A man is brought before you, dressed in stifling black robes. He reminds you of the corpse dressed for a funeral. He reminds you of something else too, but one of your attendants lean in and interrupts the thought before you can follow it. She tells you that this is the man you asked to see and that his people have been harassing yours. He calls himself Theos Archinox. Explain yourself, stranger. He gives you a smile that sets your teeth on edge.
Your Excellency, I come to warn your people. Your presence among these ruins is an affront to the gods.
This guy just doesn't know when to quit, eh?
You must remove yourself, lest you face the god's wrath.
Indeed, the man is an even greater fool than you had been told. The gods surely take their time. We have lived here for 200 years and they have yet to arise an objection.
The timeline of the gods is not for mortals to understand. But even their patience shall wear thin, especially after this warning.
Yeah, I don't mind him, he's dead. You certainly feel your patience wearing thin. Who is he, this foreigner, to send your people from the halls of their homes? And who is he to tell your people, the survivors, about the wrath of the gods? What ungrateful guest affects his hosts? Our ancestors built this place centuries ago. We will not leave. For a moment, his unctuous facade melts away and he blinks at you and your attendants. You get the impression that your response has surprised him.
Your people cling tightly to their history. But where are these designs among your arts? Where is the carved Adra in your wooden huts? These places were not built by the Huana, but by an ancient people from a distant land.
You knew he was a fool, but now you suspect he's the dangerous one. His words are a lie, but like the very best lies, they contain the shadow of truth. Everyone knows foreigners once lived among your people as guests, but they have not been seen in 200 years. What pickles the back of your neck is a question of how he might know this, and why he brings it to you.
I have seen your murals, and I know that you will recognize this.
He produces a helm with two horn-like protrusions and a mask attached. He is correct, you do recognize it. The guards and attendants gasp. The man smiles more broadly.
It was my people who built these places, and now I come before you bearing their warning.
You don't know me, bish. At least that much is true. You turn to your gods. Seize him. Just as a look of surprise appears on Theo's face, the ancient Ranga's memory skips ahead. You are looking at Theos once more. This time, however, he and a score of rogue men and women are bound amidst a heap of peat and wood. This time he is staring at you in disbelieving fury. You have gathered your people and told them that the foreigners before them are the same ones who came to the island centuries ago, and now your people are angry and frightened too, because every Oaxacan remembers the story of how these foreigners abused the hospitality of their Wana host. So great was their iniquity that the gods destroyed the great city of Okaizo and many others beside it. Your people cheer. Theo struggles and yells, but his words are drowned out. Let us never forget that this foreigner is a trickster and his people a plague. Hundreds of Oaxacs stamp their feet and beat the ground with the butts of their spears. Still Theo scowls and thrashes in protest. From this day forward we must be vigilant. Let us root out such foreigners and keep our lands pure from the wickedness. The tribe cheers louder than ever. Young and old, Mataro and Raparo, all are united in purpose. The chain seems to come over Theos. The struggle leaves his body and the rage departs his face. Good, let him accept his fate, his end. One of your attendants offers you a torch. Throw it into the fire. You hold the torch, the flames spread quickly. The foreigners scream as the fire advances, all except Theos, who looks back at you with a strange smile of satisfaction. You pull back the memory and the gruesome scene evaporates around you.
Why do you stare so?
Do you recognize the name Theos?
I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
I have other questions. What's the significance of your face paint?
The Oaxaci show outsiders that we know their deceitful face. My ancestor knew this face well. She recalled its every hateful curve to the Oaxaci histories. We wear the bone-white grimace of our enemies and take power from it.
Okay. Let's go kill...
Back there, with the chieftain. Did you see something?
What do I need to see?
I won't be gone long.
What do I need to see? Okay. I am going to kill all those people in Crooksfire. That is what I'm gonna do now. I am going to get rid of a problem. How about that? Do you guys like that idea? I like it. Who is an attack? Everything here apparently is a steal. So.
Did you notice their face paint?
Get on with it. What about it? Tell me what it's about. Let's look down. Bye-bye. Stay. Oh no. No, no, no. Let's not make boo-boo. I think that's when you play like evilish and you can force yourself. Oh, he wants to talk.
Yes?
Then say something. I read an ancient memory of Rosori's soul and found a link to the Legend Key. You tell a lot about the past life you glimpsed at her soul, about her long ago meeting with Theos, his warning about the ruins, her decision to execute him, and her mandate to the Wahaki to defend the territory from the outsiders.
That's like what he told the Glanfathans. I bet he didn't expect they'd kill him for it. Would have loved to see the look on his face.
Then the Wahaki are the painted masks. They've been serving the Leaden Key's interests for 2,000 years without even knowing it. Though not, it seems, in the way Theos intended.
People doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons for thousands of years without even realizing it. Doesn't get more Leaden Key than that.
What do you think about
Belief is a curious thing. Once, the Wahaki believed they were guarding themselves against the Ingwithans, Theos' people. Yet over time, they became hostile toward all outsiders.
What of it?
It's not just that the Wahaki misread Theos' original message. It fundamentally changed them. They went from being a large and well-connected tribe to a much smaller one defined by isolationism.
And this has got you thinking again about the consequences of your intervention?
You see all the ninnying I suffer from this lad? Right sure 'tis ratting all around in his noggin. You know me too well. I've been chasing the Leaden Key, trying to undo the harm they've caused. But what if I'm only making matters worse? Might I be to blame? Have I made a grievous mistake in getting
if you
involved?
didn't try at all, you'd be responsible for harm the Leaden Key continues to do.
I suppose that's true. It's an intimidating thought, but a heartening one too. Perhaps it was naive to think I could dismantle a 2,000-year-old organization in a single lifetime. But it's worth it to try.
I'm glad you recovered your senses.
The strange thing is, this whole ordeal has given me some sympathy for Theos. Not that I condone his actions, of course, but I can't imagine he thought he'd destroy an entire generation either. Well, not in the beginning, anyway. What I mean to say is, he thought he was doing the right thing. Even at the end. At any rate, it'll be a relief to move forward. It was always too comfortable to leave the hard decisions to others. To simply follow along. I only wonder now what sort of decision you'll have to make when we finally confront Eothas. Anyway, thank you. This...
What's our plan? Naturally.
Let's go kill slavers. What say you? Where was it though? That way. I just set off and left, and I didn't even check if I got the quest to do anything about it. Okay, I do have the quest. Cool. Why is this taking so long to load? Any day now, game. Yay! Okay. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here. In the next episode, we will. Oh, there's a talking one. In the next episode, we will clear out Crooksburg, most likely killing every single slaver in this place. Anyway. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a fantastic day.